During the Buddha's time, there were two elder monks who had become very attached to their temporary places of residence. When the time came to leave, they dragged their feet and put off their departure day by day until a month flew by. They then procrastinated for another month, and then another month, until 3 months had passed. Finally, they made their way to the Jetavana temple. As customary, they first stopped to pay their respects to the Buddha. The monks who saw them asked why it had taken them so long to come see the Buddha, and their story was made known. Later, in the Hall of Truth, the monks were discussing this, and the Buddha, when he became aware of the discussion, he said, "This was not the first time they were indolent and resisted leaving a residence they had become attached to." Upon their request, the Buddha told this story of the past. A long time ago, when Brahmadatta was reigning in Benares, there were 3 fish living in the Benares River. They were named Overthoughtful, Thoughtful, and Thoughtless. At a certain time, the 3 fish swam downstream from the wild country to where the men dwelt. "Friends, we should not dally here too long. This is a dangerous neighborhood. Fishermen will catch us with nets, basket traps, and tackle. We should quickly return to the wild country." However, the 2 other fish did not consider the danger or the risk involved in staying. "Why would we leave when there are so many small, delicious fish to eat? This part of the river is new and exciting. What is the harm in staying a little longer?" "There's no comparison between the food back in the wild country and here. The food here is much more exotic and tasty. It won't hurt to stay just a little longer." Thoughtful kept warning them and urging them to return to the wild country. However, Overthoughtful and Thoughtless kept procrastinating, putting it off. This happened every day until 3 months passed. One day, fishermen cast out a wide net on the river. Overthoughtful and Thoughtless were not paying attention, swimming ahead on a quest for food. They blindly rushed into the net without even realizing it. Once they were in the net, they finally realized the value in Thoughtful's urgings. Thoughtful, a compassionate being, thought, "I must save these lazy fools from death." He first swam around to one side of the net and splashed water in front of it, as if a fish had broken through the net and escaped upstream. Then, he doubled back and splashed about behind it, as if a fish had broken through the net and escaped downstream. Seeing this, the fishermen thought the fish had broken the net and it all escaped. So they pulled it in by one corner and lifted it up to check. Thoughtful then swam to his friends and urged them to escape, which they did. The 2 owed their lives to the ingenuity of Thoughtful. However, this all could have been avoided had they listened to his warnings. Many times, beings forget to think about the risks and dangers of their actions, even when warned by the wise. greed and desires often blind our wisdom. Our greed is the cause of much of our suffering, even though what we desire will not bring lasting happiness. The Buddha then taught the Four Noble Truths, and at the end, the two elder monks became Sotapannas. The Buddha then concluded the story of the past by saying, "The two fish, over-thoughtful and thoughtless, were these two monks that we are speaking about. As for thoughtful, it was I." What did you learn from this story? Let us know in the comments. We hope you enjoyed the video. Click like if you did, and click subscribe if you want to see our uploads. And consider making a donation to support our Buddhist animation project.